And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes from Cursing Tomcat 37, who asked the question, who would win in a fight? Saitama versus Ghostrider. By the way, I apologize as normal for yesterday. I didn't get any of my videos out because I saw Dune 2 yesterday. I did get out of the theater reaction. I got home pretty late, so luckily I only have the Zanpakuto and I'm redoing, and I'm doing a who would win today. So apart from while I technically have like 3 more videos after this to do, they're all going to be within a relatively short means. And I'm pretty sure I haven't done this. I'm currently double checking right now to be sure I have not done this particular who would win yet. But yeah, Saitama versus Ghostrider. Whenever I have to do a Saitama who would win, I always have to calm the Saitama individuals because every fandom has their individuals who aren't able to look past the slight technicality with their fandom. What I mean by that is Saitama's whole gimmick is he is the One Punch Man. That is his gimmick. He can beat anyone in one punch. Although Monster Goro kind of defied that logic because he got so powerful that Saitama did not beat him in one punch. So kind of negates now the whole title of the series a little bit. But, and to the point, Saitama is, at least as we know right now, the strongest within his series. But the problem is that is within context of his own series, the rules and logic of that series. You don't have, at least to this day, universe busters, true reality warpers, in One Punch Man. In terms of reality warpers, the closest one was Garo, and even he wasn't really warping reality per se. He was creating some portals. He did a time travel shenanigans. So just understanding that we cannot just say he can do anything because he hasn't done. He's never shown a true non-limitation. He even says he can't get stronger, which means he has reached some sort of limit within the confines of his series. Now, that being said, even with it was Cosmic Garo feat, we still haven't seen his max output. That's the crazy thing. We still haven't seen his max output, and we've seen him literally sneeze away the surface of Jupiter's moon. We've seen him with, clashing with another significantly strong individual, wipe out entire solar systems, multiple solar systems, which puts him at least at galaxy level minimum. We know we've seen him literally lift a portal and just say nope, like just a little portal of pure energy and lift it. We've seen him be able to copy abilities just by looking at them. Mind you, I think it does have to be something his body could naturally do. For example, the supernatural, we haven't seen the supernatural in my One Punch Man. So I don't know how the supernatural would really work comparatively. But suffices to say, in theory, he should be able to copy any ability that his body could naturally use. So, for example, if someone used a water manipulation ability, because they had that water manipulation ability, I don't inherently see him being able to copy it because there's no real way for him to copy a water manipulation ability. The time travel, though, was a scenario where he also forgot how to do it because he traveled back in time and for some reason he just blanked on it. The time travel ability, though, I think just came about through natural means. Like, for example, perfect example, Saitama is not Cosmic Garo in that fight. Saitama is not copying his ability to use radiation or emit radiation. He's not doing it. So there's things Saitama can't copy. So the question is, what among Ghostrider could he copy? And honestly, I think the only thing he might be able to copy is really the penance stare, maybe, because that's an actual technique that could be used on him. And 1 second, my doggo needs to go. All right, doggo, you go outside and make pee-pees and poo-poops, huh? You go outside and make pee-pees and poo-poops. Make pee-pees and poo-poops. Go on. Go on. Now you're just gonna stare out. There you go, good girl. So yeah, otherwise, Saitama is still physically, insane in terms of his strength, his speed, durability. He can survive being in the vacuum of space in harsh conditions. We've never seen him, like, say, being thrown into a star before, but I wonder how he would handle that because he's survived a dip in molten lava without any issue. So Saitama is still insanely powerful. The problem here is just simply he actually doesn't have a way of putting down Ghostrider. Ghostrider is only susceptible to things like magic and holy weaponry. Those are really your only real methods of putting Ghostrider down. Unbond the spirit of vengeance from him. Um, Holy weapons can in fact hurt him, or strong enough magic could theoretically destroy or damage the spirit in theory. So I'm going too much. So and I did it again. So Ghostrider already is going to kind of drag this fight out through sheer durability alone, because again, Saitama, for all his power, even galactic level power, doesn't actually have a means of putting the Ghostrider down. Now, could he? Excuse me as I close my door. Now, could he temporarily stop him? Absolutely could, I think. The problem just comes in a fight. The Ghostrider at his peak is someone who is comparable to like Mephistos, Galactus, and their fights. Like theoretically, at Ghostrider's peak, he is the Angel of Death, more or less. Or well, he's not the angel; he's the Angel of Vengeance. But he is like a biblical level figure at his peak. Even without him being at his peak, he still has the power of like literally firing hellfire, which can burn your soul, which is not something, as far as we know, Saitama has a specific counter to. So far, no like attacks on his soul I think have ever been made, really. But who knows? His strength, admittedly, at least in base form, is not on the level of Saitama. Saitama actually does beat the Ghostrider in terms of pure physicality, straight out. But that's not everything, because, as I said, between the Hellfire, the Penance Stare, I honestly don't think would work on Saitama. So it really, but if he ever comes down, if ever goes to him going all out, he would most likely be Zarathos at that point. And at that point, he's got the ability to kind of just wreak havoc on the universe. Because even Doctor Strange, a guy who can literally manipulate the fabric of reality, said that, yeah, the Ghostrider is pretty much a god at that point. Like, I can't do anything against that guy. So it's tough, because Ghostrider himself doesn't actually have a lot to hurt Saitama with either, blazingly. But he does have a couple things to actually hurt. Again, Hellfire, who we know he can just directly eat a soul to and attack a soul. He doesn't even need to use the Penance Stare, really. So if he can just get to Saitama's soul, well, Saitama's screwed then. Because as far as we know, at this point, he has no resistance to soul manipulation. Just because there has not, I think, been an individual who has an ability like that. But I'm just giving the pup attention. Hello, baby. Yes, good morning, Papa. I love you, Papa. I love you. But, yeah, so I would probably lean towards Ghostrider, because if it's a battle of attrition, the Ghostrider, even if it gets put down temporarily, will just reassemble and just go after the guy who, like, kicked his ass. And so that can't count that as Saitama winning the fight, because Ghostrider will get back and will reconstitute pretty quick, actually. It's not like he spends hours to try to regenerate or whatever. No, he's actually going to get back up pretty quickly. I mean, it's going to be like a few moments, but he's still going to get back up. In a battle of attrition, ultimately the Ghostrider would win, because the Ghostrider's strength at his peaks right now outmatches what Saitama's strength is. Granted that we know that's not Saitama's peak. We do know that. But as far as we can tell, it's kind of irrelevant, because his peak... what's the best way to put it? Because they were kind of saying, like, oh no, Saitama keeps getting stronger and stronger, and the way his rate of growth is outpacing Cosmic Garros. That's how they kind of described it. But it's still to the point where Saitama isn't a universal threat, at least at this point. They've made him at best a galactic level threat, but not a universal level threat. It's say a Galactus came, I'm just going to use it like a base universal threat. All right, sorry to use this for comparison, but Goku, actually, no, Goku's a multiversal level individual. If a universal threat of some kind came, just universal level, right now, Saitama has not demonstrated the level of strength required to be a universal level threat. A galactic level threat, yes. Like, for example, if we were using, say, Dragon Ball Z before Battle of Gods Goku, Saitama, honestly, would probably win that fight. Because Goku, for all his power, has not been for all his power. For all his power, what was I saying? Oh god, I just got completely lost my train of thought there. Sorry, for Goku, for all his power, has not demonstrated the ability to destroy multiple solar systems in one punch. So, yeah, I'd actually say if you're giving me the Z Goku, Saitama will win. But to make you throw multiversal level feats or just a universal level destroying feats in there from Battle of Gods, well, Goku completely outclasses Saitama then. Again, as of now. Ghostrider falls in that same camp where he is a universal level threat at his peak minimum. So, yeah, I would say Ghostrider would win. He does have a couple of abilities Saitama is not immediately prepared for. So, yeah, I'd go Ghostrider in this fight. Pen Stare, though, admittedly would not work on him, and it's something that Saitama might even copy and throw back in the Ghostrider's face, so that'd be an interesting thing. But that's my thoughts. I go Ghostrider. Who do you have? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.